China's economic landscape is currently undergoing a major shift, with the recent real estate slump acting as a catalyst for a profound fiscal re-evaluation. To understand this intricate crisis, let's delve into how Chinese local governments generate revenue. Local governments in China predominantly rely on land for income, extracting revenue through land usage rights and property-related taxes. These land usage rights are typically valid for a set period, often 70 years, and most leases extend for 50 years. This dependence on the real estate market has played a pivotal role in China's economic development, constituting around 30% of total local government revenue in 2021. Tax revenue sharing reform. Rewinding to 1994, China underwent a transformative tax revenue sharing reform, introduced by then-Premier Zhu Rongji, reshaping its fiscal architecture in favor of central control. This reform significantly slashed local governments' share of tax revenues, forcing them to turn to non-budgetary sources, particularly transactions linked to land use rights. State-owned enterprises and private real estate developers have been the primary buyers of these land use rights. The real estate sector in China experienced substantial growth from the turn of the century, driven by rapid urbanization, population growth, and government policies promoting property development and investment. The surge in demand for housing and commercial real estate was further fueled by a booming economy, increased income levels, and a growing middle class. The real estate sector became a significant contributor to China's GDP, generating economic activity, creating jobs, and contributing to wealth creation as property values increased. However, the rapid growth also raised financial risks, with concerns about property bubbles and over-leveraging. The Three Red Lines policy. In 2020, the Three Red Lines policy reshaped the real estate landscape, imposing strict limits on property developers' borrowing. This policy aimed to control excessive debt among property developers and had a vast impact on developers and local governments alike. As a consequence, local governments faced difficulty selling land. The total land sale revenue in 2022 dropped to 6.7 trillion yuan, a 23% decline from the prior year. The ramifications of the real estate downturn have been profound. Local governments find themselves in a precarious financial position, grappling with a sharp decline in income, making it an uphill task to meet budgetary plans. These challenges faced by local governments risk preventing an increase in spending now and in the future and will both limit fiscal flexibility and capacity to stimulate economic growth. Since the onset of the real estate crisis, the revenue from local land sales has plummeted, creating a significant shortfall, with the latest full-year statistics indicating a sharp decline. Beneath the surface lies another significant challenge: local government financing vehicles, LGFVs, burdened with hidden debts. A local government financing vehicle is a form of investment company that borrows money to finance local government investments, for example real estate development or infrastructure projects. LGFVs, entities that both raise and spend funds independently, have come to pose a potential systemic risk to China's broader financial system. Over 80% of these LGFVs have been reported to lack the necessary funds to cover interest payments on their outstanding debts, a situation observed in recent years, unveiling the depth of fiscal challenges on the local level. The International Monetary Fund has estimated $9.1 trillion in total debt is held by China's LGFVs. 1. Immediate effects. The ongoing economic crisis reveals immediate fiscal challenges, emphasizing the need for comprehensive reform. Increased spending by local governments, both present and future, necessitates a re-evaluation of institutional processes and incentive structures across various sectors, such as real estate, banking, and internal Communist Party promotions. Explicit and implicit guarantees by the government have led to moral hazards, distorting the public sector and market dynamics, resulting in overinvestment and overleverage in real estate. The need for transitioning to more stable and diverse forms of local government income has become imperative. Two, property tax. The introduction of a property tax has been proposed as a solution, and China has tested property tax pilots in selected cities, among them, Shanghai and Chongqing. However, the rollout has been met with resistance from stakeholders, including within the Communist Party and local governments themselves. Specifics of the implementation and timeline for a comprehensive rollout remain uncertain. Around 70% of China's household wealth is tied up in property, and the real estate sector constitutes around 30% of China's GDP. A property tax would likely lower the value of properties and negatively affect the economy and consumption in already pressured households. 3. Legitimacy and common prosperity. The economic challenges also underscore the possibility of a legitimacy crisis for the Communist Party. This is particularly evident at the local and grassroots levels, where economic strength is being weakened during a period when local governments are facing increased spending, especially on healthcare, as demographics indicate an aging population in the coming decades. In view of Xi Jinping's common prosperity drive to improve the economic standing of China's lower and middle class, a nationwide deflation of property values and diminishing local government budgets resulting in worse social benefits contradict the very notion of common prosperity. Properties underlie much of the household wealth that the Communist Party seeks to strengthen, and much of the party's legitimacy lies in the promise of economic prosperity. Outlook. China's real estate slump is not merely a market fluctuation but a revelation of deep-rooted fiscal challenges. The dependence on real estate for local government revenue exposes vulnerabilities that could only be dealt with through reforms. Navigating hidden debts and implementing strategic fiscal measures is imperative for the long-term stability of China's economic landscape. If we know anything about China's leadership's priorities, it is that economic and social stability are at the heart of anything the leadership undertakes. This challenge proves to be exceptionally challenging, as there is no option that doesn't give rise to certain social or economic disruptions. China's unique ability to utilize fiscal and monetary policy, along with its state-controlled financial system dominated by the Big Four banks, Bank of China, Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, Agricultural Bank of China and China Construction Bank, provides a level of resilience. More aggressive stimulus measures are available if needed, showcasing China's adaptability to economic challenges. However, structural reforms must be undertaken while preserving short-term stability, or the issue would merely be kicked down the road, akin to an untreated ailment worsening over time. If you found this video insightful, please consider giving us a like and subscribing to our channel. Your support is invaluable and will help us reach a broader audience. Don't hesitate to share your thoughts in the comments below, and thank you for watching.